I was sent this ergonomic office chair in exchange for my review. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you step by step how to assemble it, and then I'm going to give you the review, show you all the really cool features. So let's go. Here I have all the parts that you get laid out. There's the instruction manual, the backrest. You can see it even includes a pair of white gloves so you don't get any grease on your hands while you're building this. It even includes an Allen wrench, so you don't have to have any of your own tools to put this thing together, and everything is here. So here is how you assemble this chair. All right, so we're going to use the white gloves so that we don't get any oil or grease on our hands. And the first step is to find this star looking shaped thing, and you're going to flip it upside down. So there's a piece of plastic that can come off. You can actually leave that off right now and we'll come back to it. So we're going to flip this upside down. Then we're going to find all of these pieces that look like this, and we're going to stick them on. Then we're going to find the nuts labeled S1, which those are right here in my package, and screw all these down nice and tight. One little tip while doing this: if you push this all the way up, the holes don't always line up. So you might have to pull one of these out just a tad. So just make sure those holes are lined up before you try to screw it together. Once we have the base all screwed in, we're going to take the wheels one at a time, and those are just going to pop in to the little holes on the edge here. This does take a little bit of force to get them to pop, but once they're in, you'll know they're in because it'll actually go click. All right, and there are our wheels all popped in. The next step is to take that plastic piece we removed earlier, and you're going to put that back in place like that. Then you take the hydraulic tube and you're going to insert the black end, so not this part, but down the thicker end, into this piece here, and that'll just press down into place. Next, we're going to take the 4 S2 screws or bolts, and you're going to take the backrest, and you're going to take one of the armrests, and it's going to line up like this. So you'll be able to tell because I couldn't put this on the other side. These two holes line up with the two holes here. And we're going to use those S2 screws to screw these together. A useful tip for this is when you put the first one in, don't tighten it down all the way. Leave it loose enough so then it's easier to line up that second hole. There we go. Now we just repeat the same process on the other side. Now we're going to attach the seat to the bottom, so these two levers here. And an easy way to do this, or an easier way to do this, is to use a box, or like I'm doing, use the edge of a couch, because that'll let this stand up. Makes it a lot easier than holding it yourself. And for this, we're going to use the S4 screws. If you get confused, this says front, so you know that this is going to face away from the back. Now this couch is a little bit short, so I'm having to put my hand underneath to help lift the seat up a little bit higher. And like we did in the previous step, don't tighten everything down. Keep them just enough to grip it, but you want to have some leeway so you can move the seat cushion around so that it's easier to find the holes to screw these in. Next, we're going to take this. This is our controller. And again, we're going to put this on the bottom of the seat, and it says front, so we just point it towards the other front and line up the holes that are in the bottom of the seat cushion. And we're going to screw this in place using the S3. We'll only have one more step to go, but while we have this upside down, I just wanted to show you now that this lever here is how you control whether or not the chair leans back or forward. You can also use this to control the hydraulic to raise the seat up and down, and to adjust the level of tension. Let's say you recline, if you want more of a stronger spring, like to push you forward, that'll be controlled by turning this knob right here. So the final step in assembly is just to take the entire chair, flip it upside down, and this hole here will go on top of the silver hole in the base. And you just push down and it is then assembled. So here we go. And there you have it, an assembled ergonomic office chair. My review of the chair is that it is super comfortable. The leather, or whatever material this is very soft. The cushion is great. The back here is very breathable. In fact, you can probably see my hand through there. That is a very nice mesh. It has a lumbar support right here, so when you're reclining or leaning back, it feels very comfortable. These handles here can go up and out of the way like this. So if you want to have an armrest, you have an armrest, but if you need them out of the way for some reason, if they get in your way, you can just push them with your elbows out of the way, and now you have free range of your arms. If you want to recline, so right now it is locked, all I have to do is take this lever down here and I push in, and now it will recline. I had that opposite. If you pull it out, it reclines like this, and if you don't want it to, then you push it in and now it's locked in place. The dial on the bottom that I showed you before, you can adjust how much tension and spring there is. If you want to go up or down in the chair, you simply pull up on the lever. So right now it's going to drop me down. And to come up, I just pull it again in the chair. I just have to get my weight off the chair for a second, and you'll see it rise up automatically. But overall, this is a very comfortable chair for sitting at the office or gaming. I think it's fantastic, and I highly recommend it.